All you fans over the last 10 years who follow NASCAR, I know you know Chase Elliott, but do you know Bill Elliott? I'll forgive you for not knowing much about his father's career. What you kids just don't know is Bill Elliott is more than a one-time Cup champion, more than a 16-time most popular driver, more than someone who won 11 races in a single season and 44 for his career. Let me tell you about Bill Elliott. Those are some awesome stats, and they don't even come close to telling you what a great driver Bill Elliott was.
Elliott has won the Budweiser 500 here in Dover, Delaware. Bill Elliott continues his domination on the super speedway.
After dominating all day, Bill Elliott wins the 1985 Daytona 500.
The new king of NASCAR, they're calling him, Bill Elliott.
Now, he certainly owes a lot to his family, Ernie Elliott, engine builder extraordinaire and crew chief, Danny Elliott, handling transmission, gears, and often going over the wall. But Bill Elliott could take a car built by anyone, and he could make that car go fast. The winner of 55 poles, Bill Elliott is the driver with the fastest qualifying lap in NASCAR history, set in 1987 at 212.809 miles per hour at Talladega. Now let's go back to the beginning. Elliott had started 86 Cup races over 7 years before he even went full-time and threatening to whip everyone after Harry Melling bought his family's team. Melling's investment allowed that family team to go full-time in 1983, and many expected Bill Elliott to kind of climb through the ranks and threaten to win championships as he matured. There was no climb, there was no maturing. In his first full season, Bill Elliott won one race by 22 top tens and finished third in the standings. You might say, well, that was just a result of going full-time. But what you kids don't know is that in that first full-time season, he had more top fives than Earnhardt, more than Petty, more than Rudd, more than Gant, and more than Terry Labonte.
There's the checkered flag coming out for Bill Elliott, who has just won his first race.
I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. There's everything he did all year that went so wrong, everything went so right today. I just can't believe it.
His average finish was better than 10th in that first full-time season, and he kept that average for 5 of the next 6 years. One of those years, in 1985, he won 11 races. And in one of those victories, he made 2 laps back under green after an oil leak at Talladega. There were no freaking lucky dogs or free passes like they have today. He certainly needed a car to get that done, but it still takes a savvy driver to use the best car in the field and get 2 laps back. You want to argue with me that it was all car? What you kids don't know is the driver who finished second that day was Kyle Petty. The same Kyle Petty who wasn't comfortable in practice, so Petty's team asked Elliott about his spring settings. Elliott told him, gave them all the info, and Elliott still gained 2 laps back under green. Many of you have probably heard about Bill Elliott winning the $1 million Winston bonus that year. He also was the first NASCAR driver to have his name on a video game. If you wanted to do racing on a handheld gaming device or play on a computer, it was Bill Elliott's NASCAR Challenge. On the track, Bill Elliott would have won the championship in 1985 if not for a couple mechanical failures, including an $8 part in the season finale. Okay, that part would be $20 today, but you know where I'm going. Now, before you think of Bill Elliott as just an unlucky guy, let me tell you a story that you kids just might not know. After the 1987 season, after doing a public service announcement for the U.S. Air Force, Bill Elliott was a passenger in an F-16 that clipped an F-15 in the air.
No one was injured in the incident. Bill and the F-16 pilot landed safely, but Elliott was quoted as saying he was going to go home and have a nervous breakdown.
His pilot was able to land the damaged aircraft. The pilot of the F-15 actually had to eject from the airplane. That only added to the invincible nature that was Bill Elliott at the time. And then, following a string where he was top 4 in the standings for 5 consecutive years, he finally won the Cup title in 1988. 4 years after that title, he finished second in the standings with a 5-win season, his first driving for Junior Johnson. That would be his last great season. But in that first 10-year stretch from 1983 to 1992, he won an ungodly 39 races. In the 291 starts, he finished top 5 in 120 of them, more than 41%. And then in his mid-40s, after toiling with his own team for a while, Bill Elliott was the man Dodge wanted to help bring them back into the sport in 2001. He was supposed to be the crafty veteran, the one who would help tell the team what was right and what was wrong with the cars. But he did more than that. He won races. In each of his 3 seasons driving for Ray Evernham and Dodge, he won at least 1 race. His final full-time year, he finished 9th in the standings. It was the last year before all this chase and playoff stuff started. You want to know who he finished ahead of in that final season as a full-time driver? Terry Labonte, Kurt Busch, Jeff Burton, Rusty Wallace, Mark Martin, Ricky Rudd. Some of the greatest drivers in the sport. And Bill Elliott was ahead of them, still beating and banging bumpers with them week in and week out. Did Bill Elliott then hang out a little beyond his prime, doing more races than he probably should have, giving you kids memories of him when he wasn't truly Awesome Bill from Dawsonville? Sure, but most drivers did. Elliott did a total of 25 races in his first 3 years after his full-time career ended. But what you kids don't know is Bill Elliott then helped save the Wood brothers, driving for them from 2007 to 2010. He raced 20 races each for 2 years and then a dozen or so more the next couple of years. He didn't win, but he made sponsors happy. He made Edsel Ford happy, and he made the fans happy. You want to say I'm exaggerating about Bill Elliott saving the Wood brothers? Look, I asked Eddie Wood if Bill Elliott helped save his team, and Eddie Wood's response was, quote, "In on the saving, yes he was," unquote. Bill Elliott had 828 career Cup starts, which ranks him 7th all time. So not only could he go fast, he could go fast for a long time. And he didn't care if you thought maybe he was too old to race. Want more proof of his badassery? He earned 2 victories in the International Race of Champions. He was named to the sports list of its 50 greatest drivers during the 50th anniversary season. He was inducted into the NASCAR Hall of Fame in 2015.
Thanks the Hall of Fame. It's been a great ride, and I've enjoyed every minute of it. Thank you, guys.
So the next time you see Chase Elliott and you wonder if he's going to be better than his old man, you can be rest assured that might happen. But what you kids don't know is that Chase Elliott is going to have to win a lot more races to reach that height.